Hello there, my name's Tom Crandall from Gear Mashers, and today I got a really cool product in. This is by Peak Design. It's the Peak Design Everyday Messenger. So for those that ride on two wheels, this could be the bag for you. Over on my right, your left, we have the Peak Design Everyday Backpack, and up here we have the Peak Design Everyday Sling. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to be talking about this, and I might reference these two bags. So with the Everyday Messenger, one of the really cool aspects of it is if you're a business traveler or if you commute to work, you can actually add a 15-inch Macbook in here, and it slides in real easy, comes out real easy as well. So that's sort of neat. It also features another pocket inside here so that you can add, say, maybe an iPad or some small notebook along with the computer. And this is the 15-inch version. They also have a 13-inch version. I sort of wanted to get the 15 because I thought it would make more sense for me. But you know, if you have a smaller laptop, there's really no need to get the 15. On the back side, if you're a traveler, there's this little loop here, and what that allows you to do is if you have your luggage, you can put this over the handle so you can carry it behind you, which is sort of neat. The belt system on this is they have a single belt, and that's why it's called a messenger. The way it works is you simply just put it over. So you have a cinch strap, and it cinches up like that, no problem. And then to uncinch it, it's really quick release. And then you take it off. Now what's cool about the bag is it has two positions that you can essentially have. So you have a hook here. Let me just undo the hook. And what the hook allows you to do is there's two places that you can hook it in. You can hook it in low, and so you can carry the bag sort of just like an over-the-shoulder bag. Or you can hook it up higher, where I have it. Let me just hook it in here real quick. And then it works more like a messenger bag. Now over here with the Everyday Sling, the one thing that I'm not quite sure of with this is the belt strap is a little bit thinner than on the messenger. So the messenger is more like a seatbelt strap. The Everyday Sling is about half that size. So if there's a lot of weight, if you're carrying a lot of equipment and stuff like that in the sling, I found that the messenger, the way the harness is set up, is a lot more comfortable, and it can hold a little bit more weight, at least on your shoulder. So I tend to like that. On the front, you have a buckling system, and what Peak Design has done is they have this metal plate that runs down here, and then on the top here, this is a magnet that when you just close it, it sort of sticks onto the bag. And the way it works is you sort of pull down and then pull up to remove it. So when you click in like that, so it's nice and secure, is I'm going to pull up and then pull down to release it and then open it up. And on the inside of the bag, you have two dividers, and these are Velcro dividers. So if I just take one out here, what's neat about the dividers is they have a little shelf that pops up. So when you have it inside the bag, you have an extra spot that you could put things on. In general, you know, if you're going to be using this for photography, you probably have a lens on this side, a lens on that side, and then probably a camera in the middle. That's normally how I would have it set up. And then up here you have a pocket, so you can put things like maybe an iPhone or whatever other phone you have, and that slides nice in there. And on the back side, it's padded, so when you have your computer in here, if you do drop the bag, there will be a little bit of protection. And also on the bottom, it's also padded, but there's not a ton of padding, so I wouldn't drop your bag. But you know, if you're just setting it down on the ground or something like that, it should be fine, no problem. On the front of the bag here, you have a zippered section. So just open that up. And this is where you can store things like batteries and other miscellaneous items, accessories for your camera gear, if you're bringing camera gear. And they've also color coded this with red thread and black thread, so that if you have batteries in here, you know which ones are spent and which ones are good. I probably would have gone with green instead of black, but black works. And then on the side here, you also have pockets, and I found that you can actually put, say, a water bottle in the side, and that fits nice. But the issue is, if you do use a water bottle, it will take up a little bit of room in the bag itself. So just be warned that if you're going to be bringing water bottles or something like that, it will take up a little bit extra room. The zippers on the top of the bag are weatherproof, so they have sort of a rubberish lining on top here, so that's sort of neat. So if it's raining or anything like that, the content should be pretty well protected. The material on the top and on the bag, outside of the bag, is also weatherproofed. So it is designed to get wet, but I'm not sure if I trust this bag or not if it was really raining hard, because the issue is when the flap's down, you still have a gap on the side here. So if you had a lot of wind coming in or rain blowing from the side, I could see rain getting into the bag and getting your equipment wet. So that's probably the only drawback to this bag that I could find, is it's not fully weatherproof. You don't have a way to seal your stuff in. I have other bags that have roll tops, and so once you roll the top down, there's no real chance of getting water in the bag. But for an everyday commuter, you know, and if you're just sort of paying attention to the weather, this is really good. I like the bag because there's a lot of room in the bag. It's easy to carry. Over here on the side, I added, this is another Peak Design product. This is their capture clip. And so what this allows you to do is, if you have a camera, you can quickly just take the camera off by sliding this. So you would have the plate on the bottom of your camera, and then just slide the plate in here. It locks in secure. And then there's a little black knob here that if you twist it, it locks it so it's not going to go anywhere. I'm waiting on a plate that will allow me to work with Manfrotto plate designs that have a quick release. So once I get that, I'll put that on my camera and I'll show you how that works, maybe in another video. You also have a few extra little straps that are sort of hidden in these side pockets. And so what those allow you to do is, when you do have the bag, so let me just close the bag here, and you have it over, let's see here. So I have it nice and tight, and then I can click in another belt. So now I have a harness basically over my left shoulder here that makes it so I can carry more stuff. Now I did notice that there was a gap in here, so when the belt's really tight, it's not laying flat like I would expect it to do. It does gap a little bit, but so far I haven't really had any issues with that. And I'll take that off. Another neat feature of the bag is, beyond the ability to add a laptop in here, you also have the ability to get into the main compartment area through that zippered section. So you don't have to open this up to get to the contents in the main area, which is sort of nice if you just have to quickly grab something. And then with an airport, a lot of times they're gonna make you remove the computer from your bags to take that out for scanning. So you can quickly go in here, grab your computer out, and then if you, I think for cameras now, sometimes they make you take those out as well, so you can quickly go in there and grab your camera. All in all, I think the bag's pretty cool. It does come at a hefty price, $249. There's a lot of other bags on the market that aren't as expensive. But I think for the quality you get, and it's a lifetime warranty on the Peak Design stuff, I don't think you're going to be dissatisfied with this bag. With the backpack, those who like backpacks, I would go with the everyday backpack. The closure system's basically the same. So you just sort of pull down and then pull up, and you have your access. Now, I did find this a little bit easier to put equipment in versus the backpack. But the backpack, the cool thing about it is you have access to both sides through these side panels, which is sort of neat. With the everyday sling, I think the design is pretty cool, and for some like a day bag, or if you're just going out and taking a few pictures and not bringing a lot of stuff, this works pretty good. I did find it gets if you have a lot of equipment in there, it does, again, the strap doesn't feel as nice as a messenger strap, so that's the negative to that. On the messenger side, the other thing I didn't mention is on the inside here, it actually has a pass-through so that you could carry a tripod, and they do give you a little band here to hold the tripod legs, which is sort of cool. The other thing that they also do provide is one of the side pockets here has, let's see if I can grab it, has a little key holder. So if you have some keys or something like that, this is a quick release. You can put your keys in and then quickly attach them and then just put them inside the bag. I don't know if I'd like to have my keys sitting on the outside of the bag. I think I much prefer to put them in a pocket or something like that, maybe in the front here, just so it's a little bit more secure. But this will work. You're not going to lose your keys as long as it's tied up to this little fobby thing, to this thing. So, I mean, either way should work. For me, I put my keys inside the bag rather than outside. Other than that, though, so far I like the bag. Again, the material is really thick and strong, it appears. The webbing has a nice handle on the top. So for me, this is a great bag. So check it out. Thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel by clicking below here on the left. Also, check out our website, gearmasters.com. I have a really great write-up on the bag. So if you want to find out a little bit more about this bag, check out gearmasters.com. I'll also put it in the description so you can check it out there. Thanks so much and have a great day.